Hello, good morning. I'm Ava and I'm an American living in the Netherlands. And today I thought, why don't I bring you along with me on a Saturday morning here in the Netherlands? Where else? Well, more specifically, I live in Utrecht. I've mentioned this several times before, but in case you're new here, hi, welcome. And I thought I would just show you around the city of Utrecht. Also because it's a Saturday morning, and I think in the Netherlands, people really value their weekend. I really value my weekend, and it's always nice to show what that weekend routine, my weekends are never the same, but what that weekend could look like in a different country. So I've lived in the Netherlands for 2 years now. I just had my 2-year anniversary last week. I can't believe it. It's been 2 years. So anyway, I thought I will bring you along and show you a few things. The first thing I want to do this morning, while my girlfriend, who is Dutch by the way, is at the hairdresser's, is just go out, get myself a cup of coffee, maybe something to eat, because, I have food in the fridge? Yes. And I also have a bunch of coffee at home, because you think I would allow myself to be in a situation where I don't have coffee at home? Absolutely not. I have a bunch of coffee at home, but I did not move to Europe to sit in my house. Okay, I've been working from home all week. No, actually, I went into work twice this week, so that was a lie. But when I work from home, I make coffee at home. But it's Saturday, and I either want to go to this cafe that I have in mind and sit there, or at least get something nice from there and go enjoy to be honest, you're going to see mediocre weather here in the Netherlands today. It's 21 degrees. Well, that will be the high, which I think is about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I should be better at this by now. And it's foggy, cloudy all day, but you never know. The sun might just decide to show up. But we will see. The weather is fine. It's just that in-between weather, mid-September, where you have no idea what to wear. I mean, the summer was here, kind of, in the Netherlands. And now all of a sudden you have to switch into winter clothes, but it's not cold enough to be walking around in thick sweaters. Anyway, enough of this. It's Saturday morning. We're going to go get ourselves that coffee and go from there. There's a lot happening in Utrecht on Saturday, so I'm excited to share that with you. So on the way to the coffee place, I'm stopping at my bike to get rid of the sticker that I saw on here. If you don't use your bike for 14 days, they will take it away. And as much as I like to bike these days, I sometimes do go 14 days without, oh my god, this sticker is way harder to take out. Maybe it's because I have a camera in one hand. So I'm going to use 2 hands to do this now, so I will stop the camera. As my mom always told me, using 2 hands is better than 1. It was out in 2 seconds. Hallo, goedemorgen. Mag ik een kleine filterkoffie en een kaasskoon voor jullie, alsjeblieft?
Ja, wij hebben geen filterkoffie, toch?
Oh, ik dacht dat ik wat op de menu zag. Een americano dan.
Even kijken hoor.
Maakt het niet uit, gewoon zwarte koffie is prima. Ja, ik zag dus koffie en dacht misschien is dat filterkoffie. So the place we were at right now, I like to think that you were along with me. So the place I was at right now was a bit empty because it is still before 10 a.m. on a Saturday. And Utrecht is kind of like a party city, so people are probably still sleeping in. And I'm happy for them. I think I just like to be up early, and it kind of feels nice to be up before everybody else, to just have a little coffee outside. I also think people like to make their coffee at home, but Utrecht gets pretty crowded once it's, I would say, around lunchtime on the weekends. Actually, you can see the Domtoren pretty clearly from here, so this is how you know you're in Utrecht. This Domtoren is renovated every 50 years, and it takes 5 years for the renovation to be completed. And yeah, it has been under scaffolding and under renovation since 2019, and it will be completed in 2024, which means that since I've moved to Utrecht, I have not seen the Domtoren. Well, I've seen it in the scaffolding, but not outside of it. But fun fact, if you want to go on a tour, you'll actually get to go a bit higher because you'll get to go like a few meters above the toren because of the scaffolding. So that's a random plus. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't show you the canal. So here it is. So as you can see, people are getting ready for brunch on the canal. That's what you get if you move here. This is just your life. Okay, my girlfriend and I do have a couple of errands, fun errands to run this morning, but you know, I'm taking a walk because I thought, why not just really show you a few things like in the center of Utrecht. So I'm currently standing in between the Domtoren and Domkerk. The translations of those two things would be the Dom Tower and the Dom Church. And I'm standing, I think it's called Domplein, Dom Square. So yeah, and here's a great tip. If you are here early on the weekend morning, it's empty. Do you see that? It is insanely crowded here. As I said, around lunchtime, it starts to get reasonably crowded, and then it is completely packed. Now, for those of you who don't believe me, Utrecht isn't that small. So Amsterdam, for instance, has little over 800,000 people. Utrecht is about 350. Okay, but now I really have to head home because I promised my girlfriend I would go to the Lapjesmarkt with her. Wondering what that is? I'll show you. So I briefly stopped at home to meet up with my girlfriend who just went to the hairdressers before we head to the Lapjesmarkt. And yes, in case you're wondering, one of the weekend plans is indeed to hang this painting up, the one that's behind me. It has been on our to-do list for months, but you know what? It's just one of those things. And it's sitting nicely on top of the heater, so we weren't really pressed to hang it, but it's gonna happen this weekend. And I wanted to say that the word lapje means little piece of fabric, so that's where we're headed. So we were just at the Lapjesmarkt because my girlfriend loves making things. She is so creative and talented. It's also just fun to buy fabrics, but I would never go there because I don't make anything. But yeah, we just bought some really nice velvet. She's gonna make a tote bag out of it. I'll show you what fabric we bought, but it was just a nice thing to do on Saturday, and we actually go there pretty often. And the adventure continues. Now we're gonna go to Brugge, the bookshop, to buy books because I am almost done reading the Midnight Library that I showed you earlier. Weirdly didn't find anything I wanted at Brugge. I'll just try another smaller bookshop. And now we thought we would go buy our flowers at the Bloemenmarkt, the flower market. Okay, so in addition to those nice fall flowers, we also got this kitty plant for our kitty Chunky. You might have seen him in some of my videos. And the plant is immediately a hit with him. We've never gotten these before. Yeah, I live on a busy street, so you'll always hear some kind of background noise. I mean, otherwise I would just never film anything. Anyway, that's besides the point, but as you can see, Chunky is a big fan of these kitty plants. He loves it. Oh, I'm really happy because that means he won't be eating our other plants. So at this point, it's just a little bit before noon, so I think it's looking at the kitchen timer. It's 11:51 p.m. And I think we're just going to go have brunch. Well, I call it brunch, but I think here it's just called lunch at Brui, one of our favorite cafes. We're going to walk there and we're going to walk along the Oude Gracht, the old canal, and it'll be really nice. Suddenly it's sunny. The forecast was foggy, cloudy, and now it's just like a nice sunny day. So I had a jacket on. No jacket. You just never know what to do with this weather. You kind of have to layer up and hope for the best. Actually, before I head off to Brui with my lovely girlfriend, I remembered that I promised you I would show you what we bought at the fabric market. Check this out. She's going to make a tote bag out of this beautiful velvet thing. And these we actually just saw and just bought as an impulse buy. I don't know what you can make of them, but that's not my problem. That's gonna be something my girlfriend does. And of course, Chunky approves. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, little fluffy cat?